Welcome back to another episode of the Phantom Experience. I'm here with my guest Joy, an influencer and a model. Thank you for coming on today.
Thank you for having me.
I always like to start asking people because I feel like mental health is a big thing nowadays because of social media and just a lot of things in general that we would deal with like in life. So, how are you doing on a scale of 1 to 10?
Mentally, I would say right now, honestly, a good 9.
A good 9? That's good.
Yeah, definitely have my weeks where I'm up and down, but right now I'm feeling quite
Why
good.
is it a 9?
Um,
What are you so up and excited for right now?
Life, just to see where life takes me, where modeling takes me, just to see in general where God takes me in life, and like just seeing like what other plans He has for me, like other like besides modeling, maybe like business wise, school wise, all that kind of stuff. I'm just excited to see how that's gonna play out. So yeah.
Are you really religious?
Yeah. Well, I mean, technically, what is like really religious?
'Cause,
I would say like now I feel like I'm not as close to God as I should be, but
I mean, I consider like I wouldn't consider myself like really religious because like it's not like I go to church every Sunday and like there's people who go to church every Sunday and people who like are like just so open with like God and stuff like that. Which, you know what I'm saying, like I'm a Christian and stuff like that.
Right.
But at the same time, it's not like I'm trying to tell somebody, hey, like you need to be a Christian or.
oh no,
You know what I mean?
know.
Like, I'm
I
not
don't
one of
know.
those
I don't.
people.
Yeah, no, I'm not one of those. I mean,
But you know, like I still do like like I'll pray, I'll do what I gotta do.
of course, yeah. No, I definitely see what you mean by that. I mean, and it's just like it's kind of hard too because it's like as Christians we would want to, like I don't know. I'm just not the person to be on someone and be like, hey, you need to do this or
Yeah,
hey, you need to
like-
follow this. Like I just want it to flow naturally and like let's say that conversation gets brought up or like for example, because like before I always had like friends who would come to me for advice. So like sometimes I would be like, hey, like just get like just allow God to take control and stuff like that. And most times it turned out for good. They ended up becoming closer to God and stuff like that. But it's not where I'm gonna be like, oh, your life is not good because of Him or
Yeah.
because you're not with Him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I just let it go
I
naturally.
feel like you gotta have your own like relationship with him, like
Right,
Like,
exactly.
you know what I'm saying? Like I pray, I do what I gotta do, but like I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm not going to church every Sunday. Or I feel like you say I don't judge anybody who don't go to church on Sundays.
Right.
Like that doesn't mean like you're not a good Christian or whatever.
Yeah,
whatever.
and it's like you can always watch it from home too. And sometimes it's
Exactly.
really just the churches that you probably are finding are just not the good ones for you. And it's
Yeah.
like at the end of the day, we're all Christians, yes, but not everyone knows how to teach about God, or not
Yeah.
everyone knows how to share His word to others. So
Exactly.
it's also just being mindful of that too.
So you're a model influencer. What inspired you to pursue this career? And how did your page get hacked on your birthday?
Whoa, you just went right in for it. Okay. What inspired me to be a model? Honestly, I would say ever since I was younger, I loved taking pictures. I just loved posing in front of the camera. And so I would say just that alone, I think that alone was enough for me and be like, hey, like once I learned that you can make money like while modeling as well, I was just like, well, wow, like why wouldn't I do something I love, but then also be making money from it, So it's just like, I mean, of course, like there's still, like career paths, like once you get out of school, graduate and all that kind of stuff, you can make money from that. But
How do you get paid off modeling?
So
Like, do you have
pretty much everything, because it's like they're using your. I guess actually no, you're pretty much getting paid from everything because they're using like whether it's your like for example like there's hand models, feet models, but there's also like commercial models where they're using their face or using your face to advertise their brand. So it's just like most times, or I would say sometimes, people buy a certain product because of what the model looks like in it, So it's like
That's-
yours,
I know.
yeah. So it's just like you're not getting paid regular pay; you're getting paid even more because of the fact that they're using your face to advertise something. So
Yeah.
most, like, you know what I'm saying? So basically it's like the model is getting credit for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So honestly, since I'm still kind of learning about it, it's different for everyone really, but I would say like the like at least a certain modeling that I've been doing is more of
No, it's mine.
oh,
It's
I was
mine.
like I keep
No, I was trying to turn it off too.
I was like, I keep looking at my phone, but I don't see none. But so anyways, I do more of commercial modeling where it's working with like certain brands, and so if they're a smaller brand, like sometimes I would say, and I don't know, I feel like not a lot of models talk about what they get paid, and maybe it's just because they want to be private with it. But I
Yeah.
would say like when it's coming to like a closer brand, I would say sometimes they start off at least $50 an hour, and then it goes like that. So and it's just like, I mean, honestly, if you
Like,
think about
starting from like smaller brands.
yeah, for smaller brands. So $50 an hour for smaller brands. I think sometimes it kind of just depends on like how much money they're making, how many customers they're getting,
Yeah.
for them to now decide like how much the models can get. And of course you can negotiate, but honestly, I'm a reasonable person. Like I'm not gonna go out my way to tell you that you need to pay me $100 an
Yeah.
hour because I see you're not, you know, like you won't be able to survive off that. And
Yeah.
at the end of the day, we're all just trying to survive. So stuff like that. How I got my page hacked on my birthday. I was being a little slow.
That would piss me off dying along your birthday though.
No, I know. Oh my gosh. And it was literally the beginning. Like literally that morning is when it happened. So it's just like, wow, like that definitely had ruined my whole day. But basically,
You said you're being stupid. How?
Yeah.
How are you being stupid?
So basically, someone had texted me through Instagram, and it was a friend of mine, and she was basically saying that she needed to use my number to log into Facebook. So I'm just like, oh, okay, like that's fine. I'm just like, because basically Facebook wasn't letting her log in. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. So I gave her the number and everything. So when it gets closer to the end of like all the questions they ask me, because they're like, yeah, once you get this link, just send it to me. You know, most times they're like, just don't open a link if they send it to you. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm sending them a link. So how can I get hacked?
Yeah.
So it wasn't towards the end. I was like, oh, wait, but if I also have a Facebook account that's using my number, how would you use my number to log into yours?
That's what I just
But it didn't click until after, like literally after I already sent that last link. And the last link I sent was literally giving them access to my whole page. And I was like, damn.
Damn, and it was over? They took over?
They took over.
You couldn't like call
You're a bad
Instagram?
person at that.
Whoa, wait,
Yep.
whoa, huh?
Yep.
Don't call us out. Don't call
I
us
just
out.
had to because it's
Don't
like,
call us
wow,
out.
like for you to have done that on my birthday. And then he told my friend that I deserved it.
Oh, so you knew who the person who
No,
was?
I don't know who the person was,
But how
but
you know it was your
my
bud?
best friend was texting him, like obviously texting my account and was just like, give my friend her page back. It's her birthday. And he was just like speaking Yoruba for me. I don't know, like some weird stuff like that. So I'm like, okay.
Oh, that's kind of weird. That is
very,
weird.
very much weird. And I'm like, damn, I don't got beef with
He
nobody, so
deserved it.
I don't
Like,
understand.
I mean, you deserved it. What you do? What you be doing?
Nothing. That's why I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
at this point, you obviously are just talking, must want some money or something. Because at the end, he was just like, give me $50 to get your page back. And it's like, 50? Only
Yeah,
50?
that's wild.
You hacked my page just for $50?
No, yeah, that's
So-
some weird shit. That's some bummy shit.
Exactly.
But I mean, like, okay, if you did really want it back, because you was on a point where you was like gaining a lot of followers from it, I would have low key, I would have just said,
No,
fuck it, like,
I low-key wanted to, but it was just like, damn.
Because then, I
On
mean,
my
now you got to
birthday,
start
why
over.
am I giving out money?
No facts. But I
Like-
mean, but if you think about it, like longevity wise, it was like, damn. I mean,
I know, it's
And it was your
always
birthday,
like a
but-
what if. It's like, he was probably just hacking everyone. Like, of course,
No, facts.
maybe he'll take the money, but then maybe just not end up giving me my page
Yeah,
back. So it's just like,
facts.
you know what? I'm not even going to trip about it. I mean, of course, I was definitely tripping about it that day. But, like, about the $50, I was like, nah, I'm just going to find another way to get my page back because that's just wild.
yeah.
And so,
I mean, but it probably took a long time. Well, I'm not gonna say, I don't know if like a long time, but it probably took time for you to build that page. to be,
no,
like,
it
what
most definitely.
what it
I was
is.
sad about it for a whole week, but I was just like, I don't know. Maybe I guess just because all the people who were giving me advice, they were just like, no, like don't even pay that money because scammers are scammers. Like they'll take that money and just still run with it. So
Nah,
it's just
facts.
like that's how I was just like, you know what? I'm not. And plus that week I was in New York. I was already trying to figure out how I'm going. Well, not trying to figure out, but I was just worried about like funding the rest of my trips. I was just
Yeah.
like, I don't want to have to take out $50 right now just to get. Or just to pay for a page that I may not even get back. So
Yeah.
I was just like,
We're gonna get to that New York. We're going to New York.
Okay.
How did you get your first modeling gig, and did it help you further your career or not?
yes. What's so crazy, my first modeling job I actually got was like last year. And I've been modeling for like, I would say probably 4 years. I would say I first started modeling when I did like my first pageant. But as for last year was when I first, and you know, it's so crazy because I would say probably a month before it, I was kind of off modeling because I was just like, you know what, like I
Why?
don't even know what I'm doing right now because it's just like, honestly, the whole industry about modeling is like they want taller models. So it's just like me
That's
being
facts.
a 5'3" model, it was
That's
just like, how exactly am I going to get myself out there, you know, for people to notice me, notice that I'm a model. So it's just like, you know what? And it's just like, it was harder because I don't have like a manager, don't have someone who's like teaching me or like, you
Yeah.
know, helping me show the way. So it was just like, okay, I was kind of just like off it. But then, and I guess that kind of just goes back to like, always building your Instagram page because you never know who's looking for you, who's going to end up finding you. And so someone had found me through Instagram and it was a clothing brand. And she was just like, hey, I saw that you live here in Houston and I would love to do a test shoot with you for my brand. So I ended up doing that test shoot. And then after that, it just kept on skyrocketing. I ended up getting like more like influencing jobs. I don't know how, honestly, but I thank God for it. I think it was also just using like more hashtags. Like sometimes you end
Yeah.
up thinking that it's not important, but in reality, a lot of people do use those hashtags. So
Yeah, and you never know who can see it, like, you know, with the hashtags,
exactly.
too.
So ever since then, I've just been going up, and I'm forever grateful for that. So yeah.
That is good. That is good. I mean, you know, speaking of how you're like Nigerian and stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how do your parents take you wanting to like model and then you like balance it with school and all the things that you have to balance, you know.
I know, and it's
Because I feel and I don't mean to cut you off, but I
No,
feel like
you're good.
eventually you're gonna have to choose one. Like
choose one.
you say you're trying to be a nurse and you're trying to be a model. Like I'm not gonna lie, I don't know how those two. Like,
I don't know
like,
either, but we're
like,
gonna see.
I don't know.
But my parents have been very, very supportive, which I think has made the journey a whole lot easier because of the fact that they're supportive. They're always like, and you know, I think they're also just so proud of me that all the modeling jobs that I got were pretty much on my own as well. So just knowing that, like, and I think also like once they started to see like how much money I can get from it, they're just like, oh wow, like it's legit, you know, like they just, you know, wish for me that it's like more consistent as well, which I wish, of course, but
Facts.
but yeah, no, they're definitely very supportive of it.
So how do you find modeling jobs, and do you ever get discouraged when things get, you know, a little rough? You know, I feel like, you know, obviously in creative things don't just pop off like that. If you're lucky, if it does,
Most
you know what I'm saying?
definitely.
You're lucky, you're very lucky if it happens, but it doesn't normally happen like that. So
Honestly, it's all about researching, putting yourself out there, just finding. So I guess Instagram, I would say, because Instagram, I pretty much just search up like more clothing brands, or honestly, when you're also following other models, that kind of helps too. Because like when they repost maybe someone they've modeled for, you're just like, oh, this is another brand here in Houston. Let me reach out to them and see if they're looking for more models and stuff like that. So you're just like, you just basically put yourself out there and be like, hey, like I'm a model here in Houston. I would love to work with you if you're looking for models. Like, you know, like let's have a conversation about it, yada, yada, yada. So stuff like that. What was the other question? I forgot.
Like when times get like hard,
Oh yeah.
how do you like keep going? Because, you know, things have gotten hard for me. I feel like, you know, within like the last year of just like, damn, like I want more subscribers, or I want more views.
Yes.
Like, why are people not, you know what I'm saying, engaging with my shit? I feel like my shit is fire. Like,
Oh yeah. No. Oh my gosh. Damn. It's hard, honestly. Like, I feel like there's really no easy way to like go from that, really, because it's just like, and I feel like what was my fault is that I would always look at people's pictures, or I guess just people in general, and just kind of get discouraged from that and be like, hey, I feel like I'm not reaching where I could be reaching right now. So I think that kind of just goes back to like me. Sometimes I would like reevaluate myself and just be like, hey, like this is what I'm doing, but what am I not doing? You know, like what am I missing? What should I be doing right now to just keep growing and keep elevating? So it's just like, I feel like it was really more of just putting more work. And because of course you have like those weeks where like you kind of just want to be lazy, kind of just want to stay at home, you just want to break from everything, and hey, it's okay for your mental health, it's okay just for your body, just to get that rest. But then there's other times it's just like, why am I at home? You know, like I should be working, I should be, you know, like grinding, all that kind of stuff. So when I get discouraged, honestly, I don't know. I feel like sometimes, because me and my parents are very close, I would say most times I'm probably just talking to my mom about it and be like, hey, this is what I feel like. And then we'll kind of just like pray about it. I'll just end up like praying to God and like just asking him for signs, like, hey, like, what do I need to do? And most times, like when I do get discouraged, I feel like a week after I'm getting another opportunity. And then I just look back at it like, wait, you know, like why was I so down on myself about that? Because it just takes time and patience. It's like you probably think that nothing is moving, but in reality, things are falling in place of it. So
I'm gonna address what you said. You said one thing that you said you kind of looked at other people and kind of got discouraged. I feel like that's a thing like nowadays in so like, you know, society, because like you might look at this person like, damn, they're doing this, and why am I still here? And I've been putting in so much work. I just feel like it's a bad thing to like, you know, like,
it most definitely is.
like, you know, but I feel like everybody does it. Like, there's a point like I've done it before, you know what I'm saying? But I don't do it like often, but
no,
you know, I kind of grew out of like doing that, because it's just like nobody's journey compares to your journey, and you gotta just keep going. Like when I get discouraged, like I don't know, like because I was discouraged like literally like 2 weeks ago, and I was just like, I was contemplating stopping for a little while. Even I think I was just mad for that day. I don't think I really was, but in my head I was just like, damn, like I might want to like stop for a little while, just because I don't know, like I feel like I've been putting so much work, you know what I'm saying? People like just like you put in work to be this, and you want to be great, and you want to like, you know what I'm saying, start blowing up and shit, but things take time. So
yeah. Did you feel like you weren't getting noticed for that, for like all the work that you were putting in?
Yes.
Is that what got you discouraged?
But at the same time, yes, like yes, like I feel like I be grinding, bro, like week in, week out, and like, you know, like I don't know, like I just feel like, you know, at the end of the day, I know, like, because I be reading books and shit. Like, I read a lot of books and shit.
That's what I'm trying to get into.
Yeah, you should.
I need to.
Because, like, last week, or every time I fast, like, I just had, like, the best weeks of my life, like, literally, like. And, like, I was reading this book, and it basically just said, like, when times get hard, just, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a sign to, like, basically just keep going hard.
Yeah.
So, like, you know, I just keep, like, working and shit. But reading has really taught me just, like, so much. Like, because I don't know. I just be reading books about life because you know what I'm saying. Eventually, like we're gonna hit like life. We're
No,
like
literally.
we're really grown. And before I get there, I want to have like the tools to like know how to like navigate through the world or like kind of like seek through the bullshit of like what's really important, what's really not important, like
That's true.
shit like that.
Do you feel like it also helped you learn about yourself too?
As far as in like what?
That's I don't know, because I feel like sometimes it's because you know I feel like we don't really like analyze ourselves or be like, you know, like this is what I like, this is what I don't like, or like more of like, I guess I don't know how you even describe it, more of like creative thinking wise, or like
help me like know about more about myself, like how.
Damn, I don't even know how to describe it, but
Like when you go through like tough times.
kind of, but really just like ourselves in general is like, I guess like no, just knowing. Okay, like so, like for example, if someone was to ask you what you like in a girl, that's like really
Yeah.
like generic or like really basic. But like something like that, like how would you know what you like? You know what I'm saying?
Actually, I
like,
feel like I know
was
what
it
you're
more
saying.
based off experience, or was it something like you learned about yourself, like just growing up, or
Bro.
maybe reading more books?
Nah, I will. Yeah, cause like I feel like it was a combination of a lot of things. Like,
Okay.
all right, COVID really helped me become like I
Yeah,
feel
I
like
think
the
COVID did
person
help.
like I am like today.
Okay.
Like I was a whole completely different person like prior to me starting this, just because like I was in a different like career path. Like
Okay.
a year and a half ago, I was trying to be an athlete. I was an athlete. I'm not trying. I was an athlete.
okay.
But you know what I'm saying? Like when that shit stops, you have to like transition to being something else. And people go through like, you know what I'm saying, that midlife crisis of not knowing what they want to be and stuff like that.
That's
so I went
true.
through that. But like me in the midst of me going through that, I just started reading like a lot of books.
Okay.
So I was feeding my mind. So that's why I guess you could say like I really started knowing about like what I really wanted. Like
Right.
I said, all right, I really want money. Like I want to be successful. I want
Okay.
money. That's when I started like, all right, this is what I want. This is what I want to do. And then after that, I feel like after you know what you want, life, it doesn't, I'm not gonna say it gets easier, but the fact that you have a clear mind of like what you
Right.
want, it makes,
Helps.
it helps it. Like I'm not gonna say it gets easier, but it just helps you like navigate through life.
It takes
It's
like,
just
a weight off your shoulders.
yeah,
in a
you
way.
know, versus somebody who doesn't know what they want to do. Because I know a lot of people who don't know what they want to do, or like they're just like kind of stuck in life because they're either working at a job and they don't know what they want to do, or they're just, I don't know, they're just stuck.
Yeah.
So like, you know, having direction, I feel like is like
Most definitely,
key
yeah.
and like so much shit.
I agree.
Who are some of the models and influence that you look up to, if any, or who is just people that you look up to in general?
People that I look up in general. I don't know. I would say it's kind of hard because honestly, I feel like I think just because, and I'm not saying like it's a bad thing, but just no, that is a bad thing. But I would say because I was looking at people for so long and just being like, hey, like this is where I shouldn't be. I kind of just stepped back from all that. So it was like, if anything, like if I'm seeing like maybe a close friend of mine who is a model is getting like a big opportunity, you know, like I'll just be happy for them. But I wouldn't necessarily want to like, and I mean, what am I even trying to say right now?
No, I feel like I know what you're trying to say. I feel like you're.
Basically, I just don't want to look at anybody as an
Nah,
inspiration
facts.
because I don't want it to end up bringing me back to that stage where it's just like, okay,
You're
I'm
looking at
not
this
doing
person-
this,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So it's just like right now, I'm kind of just honestly just sticking to myself. Like, just I guess I'm the inspiration. Just looking back at like where I was before, and then look at where I am now, and then just seeing myself continue to grow. So yeah.
Nah, I feel
That
you
would
because
answer
I
the
used to always say like, damn, I don't look up to nobody because
Yeah,
it's just
like I don't.
But I mean, I wouldn't say I look up to anybody, but like I would say certain shit inspires me.
Right. Yeah.
Like Travis Scott inspires me because I feel
Okay.
like, you know, he's from Houston.
Houston.
You know what I'm saying? He's Travis Scott now, and it's
Right.
like I feel like anybody can obtain anything they want to like obtain, or you know what I'm saying? They can become anything they want to become off of just me seeing like what he's done. You know what I mean? So
That's
like that's
true.
why I say like who.
Yeah, you're
But
right.
at the same time, I know exactly what you're saying. Like, 'cause
Yeah.
I wouldn't say like I looked up to anybody. It's not like I'm
Yeah.
going home and like,
but just stuff inspires
yeah,
you.
you know what I mean? Because, or even like somebody who's in your field, like, you know what I'm saying? We were talking about Halima earlier, or I even know this girl named like Heaven Riley. Like, she's like a
Oh,
really
yeah,
big
I
like
met
model
her.
and shit. Like I've been knowing her since like, you know, like we were like damn near kids and shit. And you know what I'm saying? If I was a model, I'm not saying I would look up to her, but it's just like she's in my path field, so it's like it would inspire me to like keep going.
Right.
Is what I'm trying to
I
say.
definitely feel that.
You booked a 7-day trip to New York, but only a casting invite. So would you recommend this to anybody, and how did it turn out for you?
Honestly, it turned out for me great. I would say I recommend this to anyone if you have faith about how things would go. Because honestly, like, even when I told my best friends that, like, I got this opportunity, they were quick to want to, you know, like, take that trip with me. And so I told them from the beginning, I was just like, you know what, like, at the end of the day, like, this is only a casting call. I know the shows are going to be this and this day, but I don't really want to plan anything around that because I don't know, like, if I do get into a show, when the show would be. So it's just like, I don't want to have to cancel plans that we make. So it was kind of just like going there with literally just a leap of faith, I guess.
Yeah.
But it ended up turning out good, honestly, because, and it's so crazy because how it worked out is that the place that I got invited to, well, I signed up for 2 like modeling casting calls or whatever. So I didn't get a reply for one, but my best friend got a reply to the other one, and she's just now getting into modeling. And because she was coming with me, I was like, hey, like, would you want to do runway modeling? Like, would you want to get into this? So she was like, yeah, like, why not? So I sent her the link to apply, and she just happened to get into the show. So it was like it was great. So because she got into that show, which was like on a Wednesday, that day she met like another, I guess, the models that she met and the makeup artist that she met. The makeup artist had invited her to another show, and that's the one that I now got into that following Saturday. But as for the models that we met, the models were like great because they were now putting us on to like all the other opportunities that was happening that week, because again, it was New York Fashion Week. So it's like there's so many things going on. So it was just like being able to like meet nice people, being able to just meet people who want to see like, you know, like want to see something nice going for you was just great. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like everyone's experience is differently, because I know a lot of people also say that like it's not all the models out there that you trust, yada yada yada. But it's just like, honestly, I always just pray that God puts good people in my life, so I don't ever have to encounter those people with bad intentions. Because it's like, honestly, I just don't have time for that. I don't.
But I mean, that is a big leap of faith, though. Not knowing if you was gonna, first of all, booking a whole 7-day trip, not knowing what could have possibly been happening. I mean, at the end of the day, you were in New York, so you could probably did like hella stuff after. But she was going there to, you know what I'm saying, get that call, like, and get into that show. So
I know. I mean, honestly, even like sometimes I think about it like, like I wonder if I didn't walk for like a fashion show, like would I have still loved the trip? But honestly,
how was the experience like walking too?
The experience on walking was definitely very fun. Just being able to like meet other like all the other models that were there was definitely fun, because pretty much most of them all flew out from somewhere else. So it's not like all of them were from New York. So it was just like really everybody was on like that networking mindset and just being friendly, really, because you would hate to like go to somewhere and then like everyone is having like some kind of negative feeling towards you, because that really makes you not want to do anything anymore. Exactly. So that was fun. Just being able to meet people. They had like the whole red carpet interview thing going on. It was just nice to like see that. Right. It was just nice to like get that experience. So that was cool.
No, I love New York. So I think you went to Fashion Week February, right?
Yeah, February.
So I went to Fashion Week like last year.
Okay, September
like,
or
where Rihanna had the little September.
Okay.
Wait, yeah, it was September or October, one of them. It was with the Met Gala and shit like that.
Oh, okay. Oh, how was that?
New York is probably one of the best like places in life. Like,
it is. It really is.
I don't know. I feel like when you get, I don't know. I feel like it's a creative hub. Like there was so many creators around, and like people were just like cool. Like I ran into like Russell Westbrook. I ran into Baby Keem. I ran into like James Harden. Ran into Sweetie. Like
really,
but we were trying to sneak into the fashion show. Like it was crazy. We actually walked like
really.
No, on some like it was fucking stupid. Like my friend had the idea, bro. Shout out to Ugo. Like we basically were gonna act like we were really like supposed to be in this like show. So we were walking there snapping pictures. Like it was actually funny as fuck.
So crazy,
no, it was funny.
I know it was worth the experience.
No, it was. Like even though we didn't get into the show and shit like that, but like just the overall experience of like New York, like
right.
It was just amazing.
After
like
parties.
Yeah, like bro, like I left a day early, bro, because I don't know why. I was so mad. I left a day early.
Really?
But the next day, bro, like the same day, my friends were literally just chilling with the Migos, like casually, like they're walking and they were just walking right next to them and shit, like, and I was just like, damn, like what the fuck?
Like imagine if I stayed.
Exactly, like what?
That's crazy.
But not New York. I don't know, like New York is just an amazing place, bro.
It is.
You like, have you ever like thought about like potentially like moving to one of those places where like, have you been to California?
Definitely. Have I been to where?
California.
No, so and that's the other place that I want to visit this year too. Because honestly, I was always saying that like, especially like just to continue my modeling career, I would definitely want to live in California. But so far right now, just like visiting New York, I'm just like honestly, if I was there for a good month, I feel like I would get so many crazy modeling opportunities.
New
so
York
it's
is
just
crazy.
like, but it's just like.
So have you ever thought about making?
Woo.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
I ain't gonna lie. See, that's the thing about this creative shit. Like, money is a factor in a lot of shit.
Factor. Oh my gosh.
But it's like taking that leap of faith. Taking that leap of faith, and like, I don't know. Like, what if like if you move to New York, you never know like what could happen. Like,
what could happen?
Because
I don't know. It's definitely. I mean, I want to go again this September for the other fashion week. But it's just like I would definitely love to live over there. And you know what? Sometimes people just end up moving over there with no money, and it still ends up working out good for them. But it's just like, dang, like I feel like I just have a lot that I'm doing down here too. So it's just like, to have to like just up and move.
Bro, African peers will kill you. I can't lie. You try to move to New York with no money and just
exactly.
no education, they'll just start looking at you funny. Nah. Like, what are you doing?
Like, we love you, but no.
Exactly. But I mean, at the same time, it's just like, damn, like chasing your dream is a real thing.
It is. It is. And you know what? And my mom even thinks, because I always like said that I was gonna move to LA, and so she's even been down with it. She was just like, once I get big, we all move into LA. Like she's on that type of mindset. Like she already knows or like sees like the future that's gonna happen for me. But again, it's really just all about like, okay, once we get over there, like how are we gonna, like how are we gonna live over there? Because especially in Houston, we know that Houston is way cheaper than it is all the way over there. So it's just like you really got to be mentally prepared, financially prepared for all that type of stuff. So that's why it's good to visit.
When I used to live in California, it was
you used to live there?
Yes, like I played basketball there for like a year. And it was probably one of the best experiences of my life, though.
Really? How was that?
It was crazy. Like the worst shit happened to me, the best shit happened to me. I got my house broken into twice.
That's wild.
No, it was crazy. But like overall experience, I don't know. I was like 19.
Mm-hmm.
It was just crazy. Like, I don't know. California, I don't know. I like it though. Like,
okay.
I don't know if I could live there though. Like New York, I don't know. For some, I love New York, but I didn't experience like the cold. Like, it was probably freezing when you went.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
And see, I don't know if I'm fucking with that.
Like, oh my goodness. I was just like, damn, I love it here, but like, I just want to go home.
You don't fact. It's too cold, bro. That cold is different. Like,
it is.
The cold will make you mad.
Oh my gosh, especially when you dress up fashionably wise, it's just like, oh my gosh, how do you do that and still stay warm? Like, that's difficult.
No facts.
But nah, definitely, so far, I would definitely love to move to New York. But LA, we'll see once I visit.
Nah, I think you'll live LA. Like,
in LA.
But the thing is, I don't really, I like LA, but I've been to San Diego. And San Diego is like beautiful. Like,
beautiful?
No, crazy. Like, I could live in San Diego. I don't know about LA. LA is.
And I feel like LA would be easier for me to move to because I have family over there. So if anything, I'm living
real?
with them, so I don't have to worry about that. Oh, yeah,
that's live. That's
why I'm just like, I mean, because honestly, if anything, this summer I had planned on at least being out there for a month. I don't know. I'm still debating on it, but
no, you should see, but you never know what can happen. Because I feel like too many of us kind of like restrict ourselves to like Houston, like, and I don't feel like, you know what I'm saying, like, because for instance, I use Travis Scott as an example. Like, he left Houston and he blew up, but obviously Houston's always gonna love you because that's where you're from. As soon if they see another state like, showing love to you, they'd be like, oh well, let me start showing love too. Like, he's from Houston.
That's true.
But I just feel like a lot of people, even me, like, I don't know like where this could take me. Like, I don't know if, like, what if I get like a call from somewhere and they're like, hey, join this podcast. You know what I mean?
That would be live.
Like, but I just feel like too many people kind of restrict themselves to just wanting to stay in Houston. And
I think it's just really the idea of just being scared, being afraid of like what could happen. Like, I mean, of course, again, we really just got to take that leap of faith because you never know. But it's just like at the end of the day, we still got like just that one small corner where we're thinking like, damn, like, but how am I gonna survive out there?
Exactly. So, but I mean, I love Houston too. Like, I literally want to blow up in Houston. Like, I don't want to have to move somewhere else to blow up.
Just to blow up.
You know what I'm saying? But what if that's the route?
That ends up happening.
But that's what happens. What would you say is next for Joy in your life, and like, what are like some of your goals that you want to achieve, like in the upcoming months or for this year?
I would say for this year, honestly, I pray to God if I could get signed, that would be great. But honestly, right now, I'm still doing good freelance modeling. Like, that's still working out just great for me. But I would say at least for this year, I kind of just want to get more into, like, my creative thinking bag and just being able to, like, especially with my photo shoots, because most times a lot of models end up blowing up from, like, their shoots and stuff like that, or, like, things that just end up going viral. So it's just, like, previously, I realized, like, I was doing a lot of photo shoots, but too many were just basic. Like, when I think back of it now, it's just like, I mean, like...
Do you post all yours?
No, I haven't posted all my pictures.
Because I'm not going to lie,
planning, and I was actually supposed to post today, and I completely forgot, but...
Hey, see... Look, but your reels be getting, like, plays. Your reels be getting views.
I know now, which is, like, good, because it's just, like, it's hard having to build my Instagram back up. So it's just, like, okay, that's good that they're at least going back up.
These are some pretty photos, though, okay?
Thank you. I know, I just feel like I'm just not doing enough with my shoots. And I guess... But at least, like, I've been trying to use Pinterest more, where it's just, like, that kind of gives me ideas of, like, what to do.
Why do you feel like that, though?
Why do I feel like that?
Like, why do you feel like they're basic and, like, because... or, like, what are you trying to add to, like, make it more pop out more?
I don't know. I feel like it could, like, for one, I would say... See, I mean, like, yeah, but it's like, I
You
feel
not
like that
fucking
could
with
be
it?
better. No, and I feel like, you know what, like, just looking, I
What?
feel like, honestly, we all criticize ourselves, like, the hardest. So it's just like, of course, I'm probably, I mean, like, it was still cute. Like, of course, I posted it, but it's like, looking at it, I'm like, that could have just been just executed just a tad bit better.
Facts.
I don't know. I kind of just want to get, and I guess it's really just like learning more about what to do, but like doing different poses, like doing like, you know, having like fire fits, like, you know, because
Yeah.
I mean, it's easy to like just put that fit together, but it's just like doing something like out of the box, like probably throwing like a red shirt and like
Yeah, I see what you mean.
green skirt together. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
just
I see
doing
what you
something
mean.
crazy and being like, whoa, you would have never thought that like that would come out good, but it
Yeah.
did.
Nah,
Stuff
facts.
like that.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, just I mean, just to keep. I guess just to go out the box. Like I'm tired of just feeling like I'm here. Like I need to be like there.
What you think? What you think could
Change
wow.
that?
I'm actually just mad. No, so look, I'm a big ass Drake fan.
Okay.
And I was supposed to go see Drake yesterday. And somebody just texted me and was like, Drake was really like in Houston yesterday and I didn't go. I'm very mad.
And
But anyways,
why didn't you go?
bro, because I was supposed to go 2 days in a row, but like they
Oh,
kept saying he was gonna be at this club, and I didn't want to go and spend a whole
and
bunch
then-
of bread,
and
and then
then
he
he
wasn't
wasn't
at there, so I was pissed. Like, but no, I'm very mad. That's crazy. That's crazy. But anyways, back to what I was saying. I forgot what I was gonna ask you.
I don't know. Something
What
about pictures? Oh.
you were saying? Like you basically were saying. I was basically saying that like, what's gonna get you to be outside the box?
And honestly, a team. I feel like just investing myself in a team would be great. Like just having, and you know, and it's because at the end of the day, it's hard, and it's just. I mean, I found people who could do like probably what I want, but it's just like at the end of the day, it's all money. You know, people want to be credited for their work, and it's just like besides credit, they want money too as well. You know, so it's just like they don't feel like they're just getting taken advantage of. But then there's also still those people where it's just like
That's crazy.
they're okay with collaborating because they know like in the end it's gonna turn out great for them. But it's like there's still those people that want that money. It's just like, damn, for me to have to pay every single person every single time for a shoot is crazy. Which is that's why I was just like, okay, you know what, like. How can I get myself into that creative mindset where it's just like, I mean, of course, at the end of the day, I can't do everything by myself, but I can at least achieve a lot of stuff by myself. So, really, so far, I've just been looking at Pinterest. Pinterest's been helping out a whole lot, but hopefully, eventually, I can get a team for like all that kind of stuff.
See, that's what I mean. Like, you know, all this shit is hard. You know, doing it by yourself is 10 times harder because it's like, damn, everything is on you.
Right.
I feel like getting it, but that's the thing. Like, if you create a team, people are gonna want to get compensated for like them like being with you. I feel like it's better to find somebody like a group for y'all to grow together.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? Like we blow up together. It's not a thing where it's like I'm trying to get paid for this. Like.
And it's like honestly, I'm really not that far from having a team. I think it's just that I'm not like. I just haven't put it all together and like executed the plan enough because it's just like, okay, I have my mom. My mom is a fashion designer, so she can create the clothes for me.
Oh,
I have a makeup artist that like I know, like I have at least like 2 makeup artists that I could be working with. I have like at least 2 photographers. Or, I mean, honestly, as my brand is growing or my page is growing, I would say like there's always like those photographers that don't mind collaborating. So it's just like honestly, I pretty much have all 4 really. It's just like that person like with the outfits and the style.
Yeah.
So I mean, again, it's really not that hard if I just continue to like do my research on it, know what I want to like to execute, I guess. But at the end of the day, it's still hard because it's just like you may have this idea, but then someone could come in with like a whole bigger idea, and then it's just like, whoa, like that's really fire now.
Yeah.
So
Getting a team is very vital, very important.
very.
So like I told you, I play a game at the end. It's called Fam Q&A. I ask questions, you give answers. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying, by the next time you come, you've blown up and shit. Because I really want to start doing, like, alcohol. Like, if you can't answer it, you have to take a shot.
Oh, that would be fire.
This girl, like, I did it one time, and these people, they messed it up. But anyways, that's neither.
It got wild, huh?
It got crazy. But that's neither here nor there. Kendall Jenner or Hailey Bieber? And I guess you could just pick, like, you have to, like, it doesn't have to be, like, looks, just maybe overall the person.
Okay. I would say Hailey Bieber just because I watched her more. Like, I've been watching more of, like, her YouTube videos, and I'm just like, I like her. She's nice. But honestly, I feel like they're both a vibe, really. But I just don't watch Kendall enough to know, like,
a lot about her.
Yeah, exactly, to know her personality more and stuff like that. So I would go with Hailey.
All right. Summer Walker versus her.
Oh, my gosh. Summer Walker versus her. Summer Walker versus her. Wow.
I'm dead. See, that's the whole point. I want you to think.
Oh my gosh. Like, how would I? There's no pros.
There's
and
no
cons,
criteria.
really. Right?
It's really just like who you think is. I guess in this instance, who's the better like artist? Because you don't know much.
Because I feel like they both have like a different vibe going, which I love. So it's like that's hard.
All right, but you got to pick who you listening to
Oh,
more.
Summer Walker.
Summer Walker.
Damn, but I really love her too.
If you ever run into her, she might have some beef with you.
No, I love you.
SZA versus Kehlani.
I love Kehlani, but SZA.
You like Kehlani?
Yeah.
I like Kehlani.
I like Kehlani. I really do, but SZA's gonna have to go for this one.
Queen Naija or versus Normani?
And you know what? A lot of people say I look like Normani. I don't see it though,
For real?
but yeah, I don't know. They say probably the nose, the eyes, something. But
Let me see.
I know, right? They pulled up like a very old picture for her. I don't know. I get it a lot on my TikTok. At first, I thought I
could
looked
see
like
it.
Naomi.
No, I could see it. Look at this photo, bro. You look like her a little bit. Like y'all could be cousins.
Cousins, yeah.
No cap. Y'all could be cousins.
I still don't see it though. But I think I would go with Queen Naija.
I ain't gonna lie. So this girl actually put me on her like a couple years ago. Cause you know I think she used to date Chris Sales, right?
She did. She used to stay in Houston too. So
Yeah,
I've been
facts.
a fan of her ever since.
In that time period, like, you know, I don't really listen to her. Like I started like R&B's been growing on me, but like back then, this girl kind of put me on me, and I really fuck with like she made this one song, like I forgot what it was, but it was just.
Was it like one of her first songs that came out?
It's one of her songs where she was basically like going at that nigga, like basically saying like you put me through all this shit.
Okay.
She probably has like a lot of songs.
Yeah,
like
I was about to say because I can't say because if it was the first one, then that's probably like Medicine.
Yeah. Oh, I think it was that song.
Okay,
Yeah. It was actually that
I was about
song.
to say, I feel like that was somewhere in the lyrics.
Yes, that was actually the song.
Yeah, I know she's fire. I feel like Normani is good too, but I feel like right now Normani is like they're both still growing, but I would say Normani is growing more on like her individual career since she just came out of like that whole group.
Yeah.
And stuff like
Facts. Ari Lennox or Janae Aiko?
that. Janae Aiko.
Easy, huh? Janae is fire.
I like Ari too, but yeah, Janae's
She be talking her shit.
Yeah, Janae be going hard.
Last one, Tiana Taylor versus Jasmine Taylor.
Jasmine Sullivan.
I mean, I said Jasmine Taylor. Jasmine Sullivan.
And
And why?
Oh my gosh, not the why.
I need the why.
I don't even know how to pick.
I need the why.
Oh my gosh.
Because Tiana Taylor is fire.
She's fire.
She's
like,
fire.
No, you know what? Actually, that's the one who inspires me. I would say her.
For real?
Yeah. Because, like, she just has so many things going on for herself. And it's like, just to see how talented
She's
she
live.
is crazy. Yeah. like,
yeah.
I don't know if you ever watched, like, her show with
With
like, her
Imani?
and her family. Yeah,
Yeah.
with, like, oh my gosh. It's just,
Nah, it's
like,
live. She's pretty.
she's beautiful. And just, like, knowing, like, her mindset is crazy because it's just like all the things like she goes and like taps into is like wow, and just, I guess kind of just like I'm gonna go with Tiana.
Nah, you can't switch. You can't switch.
Though.
You already said Jasmine
No,
Sullivan.
no.
You
I
already
was
said that.
correcting you.
No,
I never chose her.
You said Jasmine.
No,
I'm gonna run it back. I'm literally gonna run it back. You said Jasmine though.
You, I did not. Should
You said
we bet on
Jasmine.
it?
I'm not gonna bet on it.
Exactly.
But I swear on my life, I thought you said Jasmine
I
Sullivan.
literally was correcting you.
Facts. But nah, Tiana Taylor, like, cause she had that show with Amon Shumpert, you know, like I like him too. So just watching like their relationship and her as a person, how
and
she
as
does
a
so
family.
much, like they're like I feel like an ideal family. Like,
Yeah,
that's
most
what
definitely.
that's what Will Smith and Jada are supposed to be, you know, in society, but they're weird. But anyways,
Skipping on to
that's
that.
neither here nor
That's a
there.
whole nother topic.
My last question to you: who is somebody that you would love to see on a Phantom Experience? And you have to get them on here.
Okay.
I don't know if you got to think a little bit.
Have you interviewed Nikita yet?
Yeah, she's been on here.
Okay, I knew it. I was like, I feel like I saw her picture of her, but I was trying to look through your videos. I didn't see her, so I was like, oh, okay.
You know Nikita?
Maybe I was tripping. Yeah, that's my cousin.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Um.
She's been up here.
Oh. I feel like it would kind of just go with like the first couple of models that I see, but I would say Stacy.
Who's Stacy?
Stacy, you don't know Stacy?
Nah, let me see her.
Really?
Let me see
I
her
feel like
stuff.
y'all already. I mean, because it's like at the end of the day, Houston is big, but we're small too. So it's like I feel like we're kind of all in that like African community
Yeah.
where like we would all know each other. But
Is your friend a model too?
who?
Milan?
Milan is a model too as well. Yeah.
Okay.
This is Stacy.
Oh, I know her.
Yeah, I was like, what?
I know her. She goes
But
to
you probably
UCSA.
just know of her.
No, like
Right.
I know, like we really like. I'm
Oh,
not gonna
so
say we're
you-
like super friends, but like
So you
I've been
just
to her like her
couldn't-
apartment. Like she's
Oh.
cool. She's cool. She's real cool people. She's really cool.
Yeah. Stacy, I would
Stacy?
say for sure. Yeah.
Okay. So you're gonna have to make that happen.
I feel like she would definitely come out.
Her or Milan or any other people that you can think of.
I feel like there's so many people, honestly. Like, I can send you a list of them, but
for right now, you would say Stacey.
Stacey. Yeah, that's the first person that can come to mind.
All right. Well, I thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
I heard, I really, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'm upcoming just like how you're upcoming.
Mm-hmm.
So I really be trying to make videos for people like, you know, who are kind of already in the industry of doing stuff. Because people who are not models but are aspiring to be models, they can learn from like, you know what I'm saying, your journey and how to, you know what I'm saying, go about being in that career. So I appreciate you for coming on.
Thank you.
You guys click the subscribe button. I'm going to add her links and all her photos, her fancy photos to the links below.